Now, as we discussed this on Sunday in our preparations, we put this report together. Certainly, you can look at statistics and particular things as goals that, as we have all year, that will impact the result of the ball game. But what we felt was more important than that, love being number one, but secondly, is how we approach this game as a football team, as a program. And the first thought was that we have to have a dominant attitude. This is going to be a fist fight, a full ball game. That's going to be one line of scrimmage. We have to have a dominant attitude. We're going to look for somebody to hit every single play. Because it could be your last, right? So you're going to look for somebody to hit every single play. I'm going to find somebody in green, and I'm going to hit them. And I'm going to do it with dominance, because it was the last time. That's our attitude. This is going to be a game that we're going to win with dominance. And we are going to be physical, and we're going to pound them, offensively, defensively, and with special teams. Defense, we got to play with passion. Passion is a word that describes love. But the kind of defense that we've got to be is one that flies around and looks for people to hit and is dominant in the fashion that we do it. We have to have that passion for the game of football, that we fly around, out of control tigers, kill every opportunity that we have, because it may or last. That to be a dominant defense. Special teams, offense, defense, there's got to be urgency here, because now you know your back's up against the wall. There's no tomorrow. For those of you guys that think, oh, well, I'm coming back next year, you may not find yourself in the same place with the same people ever again. And what's sitting in the room. And certainly there's always a time and a place, a beginning and end to everything. Nothing lasts forever. But right now we have it in our control to do it one more time. Just once, but twice, 3 times, semis, finals, that we've desired to go. That's the kind of urgency we've got to have. And when we talked about, we asked ourselves, have we played a game that way this year? Have we played a game with total dominance? We scratched our head and we said, I don't think we played a game that way. We've had some good things at moments, but we had that. This team needs to get us over the hump. If you want to go to the playoffs and be successful there, that's what this team needs. A dominant attitude. Play with passion like your life depends upon it, because it does. It does. That's what this team needs to have this week. I don't care how big you are, how small you are, how fast you run. None of that stuff matters. If you're an athlete with passion and a dominant attitude and urgency, you'll be successful. Because all things, that's off-season stats stuff. Be that type of football team this week. Turn the page. Who are the Lakeside Lancers? They're a team and head coach. They have the same defensive coordinator, so their defense has not built up. They still are a 3-5, but we would call our 8 front. They have 5 linebackers, not 5 DB type of guys. All 5 linebacker kind of bodies. Their base defense is a 4-4 cover, which goes back to Mescal Canyon roots. They've also played in a double eagle. Well, they'll take a nose guard and have him stand in a 2-point stance, 2-3 techniques, 2 defensive ends. But instead of putting a stance, he's in a 2-point, he tries to rip across the center's face. They are big and they play with good technique. They're playing 5 and 6 techniques, and out of their base 3-5, they will slant strong. That's what we saw last year, and slant strong. Going to their defense, they don't stun out of that. They're your face, they will cross-face your blocks, and they'll do a good job up in front keeping you off their linebackers. And their defensive ends will stay up in 2-point stances, so they can do a better job of that. The only people that you will see down will be the tackle and the nose. And in some cases, even in prevent situations, when they're in their 8 front, it's only the nose guards that down, and the 2 tackles, this technique, they're standing up. So you'll see it on their cut-ups, you'll see things on film. They will say, well, what are they doing and why? They will decide how they want to play us, and that's what they'll stay in. They won't vary from one front to the next. We anticipate they'll be in what they saw. We were prepared. Now at this time, defense we're going to see, and there isn't anything that you can't handle. So have that confidence. The linebackers are aggressive. They do show blitz against the team of all, and both. They showed a lot of zone blitz, and you'll see that on the next page. Their corners, they play deep well to the run, and they fill it up. And that's why we think we can throw the ball and play action pass on them. and they'll try to disrupt any type of, and contain it real fast. Take a look at some of them you may know. Some of these guys you may have grown up with. And flip to the next page, and I'll go over their fronts and how we want to attack them. What they've done in the top corner is out of their 3-5, they bump their backers strong. So they take their tiger, lock them up on the wing back, put their monster in the power alley. Their whip then is over one guard. Their monster or strong, their whip is over the weak guard, and then their hawk is the outside backer. So it looks like a lot like a 5-2. But what it is more reality is it's a 5-2 defense with the strong safety down in the box. That's what it's very much like. When we're in this, you'll slant. So I say we'll slant strong. And so because they have large numbers to the weak side, especially in the 3-5 stack, they can very easily put their tackle into the B gap. And he's fast and in a hurry. He's a big physical kid. All of them are very I've showed there below, that's their forefront. Now we see the defense technique. Against wing T, we think he'll be head up in an 8 technique. But against teams that we saw, he was in a 7. Those guys are in 2-point stances. Okay, so it's like they only have 2 line and then everybody else standing up. The one up above, and we saw this against Hemet, hence they're 2 tight end, and that's what we would call their dirty or double eagle. He's not, when you look at it, you would call it a 4-3. But he's up there real close with his toes up there on the heels of the defensive line, and he's going to rip off the face of them. No problem for us. So you can see the difference between the two. There's very little. Sometimes they may replace that line with a big body, and then you see a true double eagle there. The echo is the only real stunt outside of the slant that we saw, and we only saw it once in 3 ball games. That's where they were dropping linemen out and then bringing the backers out of the 3-5 stuff, and obviously it was effective for them, 10 points, and they were effective with that. We're not a big pass team, so I don't believe we'll see a lot of that, but certainly they could. And all we have to do is have our eyes up and be able to recognize where our down blocks are, and if they give us that, then certainly be able to get some big gashes. They may also get a big play or 2 on us, but I don't believe that's really a front that we will see a lot of. Take a look at their kicking game summary. Kicker's number is 49, does kick it off high, kicks it in the middle of the field, usually about the 5-yard line to the goal line, so very returnable. Obviously, they have our last week's game where we did return one for a touchdown, so we can always anticipate if you're a short receiver that they will kick it short, and just be prepared for that. Turn the page there. They do have a very unique way of extra points and field goals. Don't be confused by this. Basically, what they've done is taken the wing back on their left, our right, moved him up to the line of scrimmage so he's in a position like another tight end. They've taken their tight end on the left, their right, our left, and stepped him back, so it looks like they have 2 wing backs there. The gaps that we line up, the guys that we have to cover, do not change. Those are the same. But it's just a little bit variation to how they protect that. On their pump protection, there were actually 2 types of pump that they did. The first one that you see there is the most common. They used 2 formations. The next page we'll see that, but on this one right here, again, we treat that up back that's next to the center just like a guard, even though he's off the line of scrimmage. So we have the proper gap alignments with our defensive return team. Their punt return, we did not see a lot of it versus a standard, actually only one, versus a team that ran a normal punt team. Both West Valley, which was doubles, and Hemet, which was that big spread out punt team, did not give us a real good look at what they want to do with punt return. So we looked at last year's film, and they were basically 1 deep, balanced, 4 and 5 and 5 on each side of the ball. So we anticipate fan protection as we've done all year. Turn and look at their punt protection, the one that's buried. You'll see what's different here is they have a split end and a wing. So again, that looks very similar to what we run on one side. It's a split side on one and it's a tight on the other. So again, how Coach Hodges wants to handle that, he'll speak on that issue when you guys get into your defensive scheme. If you turn to the offensive personnel and you look that over, I'm going to turn this over to Coach Hodges. Oh, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. First, Coach Bleckman, now and then, recognizes great play from defensive line with a Mounds bar. And he had a couple to give. First, to Max Johnson, a Mounds bar. Chris Kirk, Mountains of Art. Clap it up for Chris. There you go. And Edgar Sandoval, sister 2. There's only one left. Where's Edgar? There you go, Edgar Sandoval. Mountains Bar there. Crunch bars. We saw Billy Britt had 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Billy. There you go, Billy. Clap up for Billy. 2 crunch bars on the same play. Obviously, the guy that reminded me knows he got one. Steve Schatzer puts a guy out of the ball game by running him over. And then this 4th one I got just because I was hungry. All right, Coach, it's all yours.
All right. Looking at offensive personnel. Now, a couple things you got to make note of is their offensive line is really good. They're all seniors, and they do a great job of getting a push. So we're going to have to be technique sound. I know people here know Waynick, and people ask about him, and he's a non-factor in their offense. The guy that's going to hurt us is number 3. That's the tailback, Nick Gates. He's new to the offense. He hasn't played a lot. In the last 2 weeks, though, he is putting up big numbers. He is athletic. All right, so we've got to make sure we can shut him down. And the way we're going to do that is by having a great scout look. All right, their offensive line, they're real tight, and sometimes they're foot to foot as far as their splits are concerned. And we need to have a great look out of the scout line. Greenlaw, you're in charge. All right, the run game, that'll be handled by, who is it, Middlemas this week? All right, you are Nick Gates. We're going to pound your ass, just expect it.
Your passion.
Yeah. Do it and love it and expect to go to the playoffs because of it. It's that simple. Turn the page. All right. They run much like their defense. They have a variety of things that they like to do as far as formation-wise, but they go into certain games with specific formations. So we've got a lot of stuff, but there's some bottom lines to it. All right. There's some things that will always reoccur, and that's they like to get in the 2-back's eye, and they want to pound the ball. It's going to be power, it's going to be blast, it's going to be zone lead. They want to run the ball north and south, and they just want to let their offensive line dominate. And in the last couple of weeks, they've done a good job of that. You know, if you look at their numbers, the reason they have not been effective is because their pass game isn't great. Their game is good. Don't be fooled by their record. All right. So what we're going to look at is simplifying what we do, because we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know what kind of I-back. They run so many different formations. So tight. Anything with I-backs, it's 43. If you notice, their pass game out of I-backs is very simple. Multiple screens, a blast pass, and Diego Aztec. And if you notice, if you look at the formation, Diego Aztec is a 1-guy route. There are 8 guys blocking and 1 guy's running a stop or a slant. All right, they do not want to pass the ball out of these formations. They want to run it. Show the page. 2-backs pro, 43. They want to get quick. Black, traps, power, toss, downhill, smash mouth. Their pass game is very simple. Play action pass. This slant hitch seam is actually where they motion the tailback out, and all they're doing is running red bama. They're faking the quick and popping it to the tight end. Right? It's an action pass. Turn the page. Backs, 43. More power. They want to stretch it. They want to blast it. They want to toss it. Right? We're downhill, downhill, downhill. We're going to kick your ass. We're going to wear you out. We're going to run the ball. We're going to get 3 and 4 yards a shot. That's their mentality. Right? Pass game. Screen pass. Play action pass. Very simple. Turn the page. Wide. Wide's a little bit different because they're in what we call victory as far as their back set. It's an inverted wishbone. Right? Tailback for them both fullbacks. When they get into this, it's blast, it's trap. Now they're really getting crazy, and they're going to run Diego Aztec with 2 receivers. All right. Now, what's interesting to note, out of the Diego Aztec here, that's the slants, the fades, and the stops, they will swing the tailback out of the box. All right, trying to hold the outside backer. That's about as crazy as they've gotten. All right, and then more double screens, more screens. That's 43. Twin, two backs, 43. The reason it's called option toss, they're faking the quick and then turning and flicking. What do we call it? It's Hawaii Rainbow. It's our Hawaii Rainbow, which we haven't run this year. All right, so you got toss, you have power, you have quick. Now they actually got two receivers out there and they're going to run fade flat. Woo, get after it. Turn the page. 43. All right, elephant. They ran this against Paloma. Now understand, all these things, they only go on with 3 2-back formations. Against West Valley, it was pro and twin. Against Paloma, it was elephant and it was flank. Now against Hemet, they ran a boatload of tight. All right, so we're going to know right away in the first couple of series what they want to do. So we can adjust to that. But the bottom line is, there's going to be 2 damn backs in the backfield. There's going to be 5 big-ass linemen, and they're going to run north and south. We just got to make them line up right. Does that make sense? All right, in the elephant, the only adjustment to this in the 43 is we're going to bump over one whole guy. We're still 43. We're going to make the center is going to be a guard, as far as we're concerned. So we're going to call that a 7 technique. That'll be the ghost. 3, that's the nose, that's the center. There's our tackle. There's our 7. That makes sense? Everybody's got to shove over a full man. That includes the backers. And the backers are going to be here. Forget about the ball. They come out in elephant, that's a little line up. Nothing changes for anybody other than we shoved over. Backers are 2 by 2. This guy's eligible. Corner's on top. Corner's on top. There's number 2. There's a free safety. All right, so all we got to do is shove over a full man. And we 43, and they've done nothing. Just like double pace for us. Turn the page. Now, the only time they've shown this against Paloma, and imagine that, they played Paloma right after we did, and what did we hurt Paloma with? Over. All right, so they're probably just trying to emulate like they always do. They're little bitches. All right, over, 43. Now, there's 3 receivers. When we have 3 receivers, we will slant to the receivers. All right, so the way it's drawn up, we'd have an odd off. Monster will communicate that to the tackles on the fly. Turn the page. Far, 2 backs, 43. Ran it 1 time. They're really getting crazy. Turn the page. Okay, and 1 back stuff. We're going to stay at 43, but now we have to slant. All right, so in this case, it would be 43 slant. The slant would go odd. Because there are 3 receivers to the left, we'll always slant to the 3 receiver side. It's very simple though. It's 1 back and they are still running the ball. The fold is their version of a trap play. They're going to run an inside interior in the A gap. Right? The stretch is a stretch just like toss, and then the counter is coming back off of it. The only thing they've run off the pass game is a screen pass. Turn the page. Now quads is predominantly a pass. All right, we're still 43, we're slanting, and now we're going to slant to the weak side, to the 3-6 set. It'll be even in the way it's drawn. Now, their favorite pass out of quads is 4 verticals. But what they want to do is they're isolating their best receiver. He's a single cut. He's the guy backside. They want to get him on an out. They want to get him on stop and go. They want to get him on slant. All right, so we have to make sure we understand that. The backside of the quads, we will hero. We will hero this week. All right, that's the spy. Spy is hero. Does that make sense? All right, so it's 43 slant with a hero to the backside. We got to make sure, since the monster bumped over, you drive. That's the only run they've shown out of that. Go ahead and turn the page. Out of the rabbit, they've only run it a couple times. We'd have to, if we come out in rabbit, it'd be 41 because they're 2 by 2. We'll know if they're going to give us that, and that's fine. If they do, no big deal. Turn the page. Trips just like quads, 43 with the slant, slanting to the 3 receiver side. And that's the plan. Bench calls. here's where we're going to get a little bit more creative. Not so much creative, but a little bit more active. They do not handle pressure. They're not very good when people hit them in the face. Okay, so everything that we're going to give them is going to be obviously a counter to our system. Okay, our first thing, we'll simplify system pinch, right? System pinch. We have to make sure we can get into the gaps properly, D-line. Obviously, that's been our weakness this year. And if you want it to be the weakness this week, then this is your final Monday of football. It's that simple. If you don't want it to be, execute the damn thing. 10 smash. 10 smash. That'll put the whip down. The tackle and the whip will slant based on the strength, the odd even call by the monster. 41 scissors. 41 in. 41 out. So it's all pressure. The only thing that we'll give them that'll be a pass set will be 78 jet. We'll go in the package with that. So we'll take the spy and the whip off and we'll bring 2 more cover guys in. Now, what we've got to be able to do out of our system, what we've been talking about, since we're running the in and the out, scissors and 10 smash, we have to be able to create illusions for them. Right? Regardless of formation, they're going to get some way, shape, or form 6 blockers. Right? They can do 2 hands, a flank. Right? They can get a king back set. It does not matter. Now for us, we're going to be in 3s. We're going to have 7 technique and 6. But we don't have to line up in it all the time. And spine or the monster and the whip, you don't always have to line up like that. Because sometimes you're going to be hitting A gaps, and sometimes with scissors, and sometimes with B gap. So we've got to be able to use our bench calls to our advantage in our system. We can move around, we tackle. Anywhere in this 1, 2, and 3 area, you guys can move. You can disco that. We can show. Right? Get up in their face. Let them bluff. Right? Show here. We're going to bench call out of blitz game. They want to run the ball a lot? Shit, what do we lose? All right, we're going to get in the backfield. That's great. All right? So we've got to be able to make sure, especially with these guys, that we move around. We move around. The end can as well. It goes. Line up rep. You can move around too. But we've got to make sure that we can do that and take away some of the predictability, because obviously we're so heavy in just our forefront. We have to be able to take that down. Another thing, if I give you this as a signal, it means that the linemen are going to scramble. So it'll be system, scramble. Alright? So I'm telling you we'll do it. You know, not, some illusion of when you're going to do it, maybe not. You guys are being told when to scramble. Alright, as far as our punt return, because they have multiple fronts, and because we've had 3 fakes on us in the last 2 weeks, we're going to go base, we're going to go safe, and we're stay with defense on the field side. The only person that comes up feels free safety for the return. Let's go. We squatting?
After.
Straight.
Leave him there.
I'm talking about out, stupid.
You are still hurt?
Wasn't that his name? Yeah. Why'd you switch?
Oh, Carmen!
Yeah! Woo! Woo!
Leaders are out.
The heart is a balloon that shoots up through the stormy ground. But there's no
Police!
room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck. And the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck. You thought you'd find to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls at midnight. It's a beautiful day. You're on the road, but you got no destination. You're in the mud, in the maze of imagination. You love this town, even if that doesn't ring true. Been all over, and it's been all over you. It's a beautiful
You work out straight. You work.
See the world with green and blue. See China right in front of you. See the canyon broken by cloud. See the tuna fleets clearing the sea. And the BBC, Joe Wiley looking at me. See the bird with a leaf in her mouth. After the flood, all colors came out. It was beautiful. Touch me, take me to that place.
Here we go. Get here. Fire. Effort! Get out of the corner! Here we go! Almost, that was close.
I've been loving you a long time, down all the years, down all the days.
Score, baby! Okay, pass the gun. Good. Score! That's one. What's the hard edge? All right. Let's go, back there. Stop, ain't never gonna drop, ain't no different than it was before. Good, Pablo. Great job. Shoulder. After number, shoulder. Attack that. Nice job, Paul. All right. Randall got his work for you, though. Give one.
How come you're doing push-ups? Why are you guys doing push-ups? Because you lost? You lost to the backers?
Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig while we all say about my generation. I'm trying to cause a big sensation. Talking about my generation. My generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig while we all say about my generation. I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. Just talking about my generation. My generation, baby. My generation. People try to put us to down just because we get around. Things ain't too awful. I hope I die before it get old. My generation, baby. My generation.
You need to go and have a seat. Go ahead and finish up your pregame evaluation.
Sarah?
Okay, man, we're going to get this started, and we'll go a little bit longer than what we normally do. We'll go to 2:30 to make sure we have enough time for those people that would like to stand up and say something, and what the tradition has been at senior night. For those of you that this is your first experience, at this night, obviously we honor the seniors with a special gift and introduction prior to the game. But at this time is when we open up our floor for any senior that would like to address the team, or anybody else. It doesn't have to be a senior. If you're a guy that would like to say something to the senior class or just to the team in general, now's the time to do that. So I'm going to open the floor, and let's do a good job.
Yeah, it's on. I checked it. It's on. Is it recording?
Is it on?
Check it again.
It's recorded.
Double check it. This speed. This is
Looking good. Looking good.
Alright.
Wait. What's your name again?
Well, I mean, growing up as a sophomore, I mean, I've seen this. This is my third time like witnessing this, whole situation here. Like, oh my, I can't believe that the moment is already here. Like I'm standing talking to every one of you guys as a senior. It goes by so fast. I mean, growing up watching my brothers play high school football, I mean, it's like a dream to me. Like I couldn't wait to play, and like here it's almost over. Like we have, so little time left, and it's just crazy how much time goes by. But I just want to let you guys know, like, it's just a great feeling going out there and playing with you guys. Like, I mean, look around, like no one else has this. Like we have so much like fun. I mean, just all these guys going out and playing football is just the best sport ever, and just so. And I mean, every single one of you guys is so different. But I mean, what makes us so unique is that we have like the funniest sense of humor. Like we do the stupidest stuff. It's really funny. But I don't know, like I don't know if really to say much, but tonight we go out there and we feel like there's no tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised to us. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to cry my eyes out after this game because we lost. Like I just don't. That's like my biggest fear. I want to cry because we won this game and we have one more week together. Because every night before I go to bed, I think to myself, I don't want to stop playing football, especially high school football. It's just so special to me. And like growing up with most of you guys, the freshman team started out with a couple years ago. I mean, the guys that are here today still, I'm so proud of you guys, like sticking it through and like me sharing this, special memory with us. And even the new guys also, just so proud of you guys. But, nothing much to say really, but I just love every single one of you. And I guess I have to say.
No, I was gonna ask you, what's something specific do you remember? It's like stands out.
That's funny. I don't know. We're just like you have so much, diversity.
Good memory you have about us.
Good memory.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
like
no?
anytime before your picture. Oh, dude. I'll go after that.
I don't know. I'll probably do it later, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it because I'm on the spot right now. But with that being said, I love all you guys. Juniors, I wish you guys left for next year, and sophomores, keep doing your thing. I love all you guys, and let's kind of play with our heads on fire and let's beat these guys because I hate leagues. I just hate how much it's in school. I mean, all those guys. Let's go out there on that battlefield, like I always say. Just go out there with heart and passion. I love all you guys, so that's all I gotta say.
Alright, Max pretty much said it all about the game and stuff, but and I love all you guys too and all that good stuff, and because I fast. Actually, for me, I can believe I'm a senior. Last year, I sat on my ass all day and felt like shit because I have time to sit and think. This is my junior year, and it's going by so slow every day on crutches. But anyways, as Billy's question goes, a memory, like a really good memory of playing football here at Elsinore. Freshman year, just to start, every year there's awesome memories, no matter what. Football, just being with 50 guys every day, and you're all doing funny stuff that happens every day. But really good one was freshman year during a game. It was our last game. We were playing Vista Del Lago, week 10. And back then, Max was number 6. He played center, and Steve was quarterback. And that was a pass play, and Steve drops back, and he's got nothing. He's scrambling around, and here comes Max. He's dying to play tight end. He was dying to get his hands on the ball and make a play. He goes swerving out like he's done blocking. He's like, you're the ball. He throws it to the center, and Max goes rumbling to like 20 yards. Dude gets laid out on the sideline, and he got called back for an ultra random field. Obviously, get the ball to the center. And another one, he moved after our freshman bummer. He's a good kid. We always made fun of him for not having hands, and he was one of those white black kids. Like, he was really fun and easy to make fun of, and just and we were practicing. I think it was week 10 again. It was our last practice together as a team, and night practice. We were under the lights on the main field, and they didn't want to use both sides, so they turned on like one side of the light, just the 3 on towards the street, and we did a orange, so that's, and then I threw it to Aaron downfield, and he's running down like this, and he's like, I got it, and then it pops right off of his face, and everyone just gave him crap for the rest of the, until he moved. We threw the ball, So, yeah, but as far as memory go, guys who have more years left ahead of them, make as many as you can, because that's what's going to stick out to you. Winning games and stuff, and just having fun doing it, that's what's going to stick out when you're older. And just as far as tonight, could be our last. I don't want it to be. Don't want it to be at all. We can't be the first team to not make CIF, and I don't even want to know how many years. So let's do it tonight.
I'm going up another memory of Aaron Roundtree. There's so many great ones. It was freshman year, and we were playing Paloma. And we ran, I believe it was Buckeye. It was Kentucky. So he ran, and he cut it up, and he got tackled. And I'm right there screaming. Everybody in the whole stands could hear, run outside, we're going to next play, and you're going to run it outside, the same play. He's yelling, we're going to run the same play. So what do? We run the same play, and he runs it outside, and he scores a touchdown. I remember that. With Jacob, I was talking with my older brother a couple weeks ago, and he told me that, football, you're going to remember that, but he said, more than the sport itself, you're going to remember the people and the memories, because after high school, you won't see these people anymore. You'll talk with a few.
Sarah?
Okay, man, we're gonna get this started and we'll go a little bit longer than what we normally do. We'll go to 2:30 to make sure we have enough time for those people that would like to stand up and say something, and what the tradition has been at senior night. For those of you that this is your first experience, at this night, obviously we honor the seniors with a special gift and introduction prior to the game. But at this time is when we open up our floor for any senior that would like to address the team, or anybody else. It doesn't have to be a senior. If you're a guy that would like to say something to the senior class or just to the team in general, now's the time to do that. So I'm going to open the floor and let's do a good job.
Yeah, it's on. I checked it.
It's on. Is it recording?
Is it on?
Check it again.
It's recorded.
Double check this speed. This is
Looking good.
Alright.
Wait. What's your name again?
Well, I mean, growing up as a sophomore, I mean, I've seen this is my third time like witnessing this, whole situation again. Like, oh my, I can't believe that the moment is already here. Like, I'm standing talking to every one of you guys as a senior. It goes by so fast. I mean, growing up watching my brothers play high school football, I mean, it's like a dream to me. Like, I couldn't wait to play, and like, here it's almost over. Like, we have, so little time left, and it's just crazy how much time goes by. But I just want to let you guys know, like, it's just a great feeling going out there and playing with you guys. Like, I mean, look around, like, no one else has this. Like, we have so much like fun. I mean, just all these guys going out and playing football. It's just the best sport ever, and just so. And I mean, every single one of you guys is so different. But I mean, what makes us so unique is that we have like the funniest sense of humor. Like, we do the stupidest stuff. It's really funny. But I don't know, like, I don't know if really to say much, but tonight maybe go out there and we feel like there's no tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised to us. I mean, I don't want to cry my eyes out after this game because we lost. Like, I just don't. That's like my biggest fear. I want to cry because we won this game and we have one more week together. Because every night before I go to bed, I think to myself, I don't want to stop playing football, especially high school football. It's just so special to me. And like, growing up with most of you guys, the freshman team started out with a couple years ago. I mean, the guys that are here today still, I'm so proud of you guys, like, sticking it through and like me sharing this, special memory with us. And even the new guys also, just so proud of you guys. But, nothing much to say really, but I just love every single one of you. And what I guess I have to say.
No, I was gonna ask you, what's something specific you remember? It's like stands out.
It's funny. I don't know. We're just like, you have so much, diversity.
Good memory you have about us.
Good memory.
Yeah.
I like it.
No?
Anytime before your picture.
Oh, dude.
I'll go out back.
I don't know. I'll probably go later, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it because I'm on the spot right now. But, with that being said, I love all you guys. Juniors, I wish you guys left for next year, and sophomores, keep doing your thing. I love all you guys, and let's kind of play with our heads on fire and let's beat these guys, because I hate leagues. I just hate as much as Temescal. I mean, all those guys. Like, let's go out there on that battlefield, like I always say. Just go out there with heart and passion. I love all you guys. So that's all I gotta say.
Alright, Max pretty much said it all about the game and stuff, but and I love all you guys too and all that good stuff, and I fast. Actually, for me, I can believe I'm a senior. Last year I sat on my ass all day and felt like shit because I have time to sit and think. This is my junior year and it's going by so slow every day on practice. But anyways, as Billy's question goes, a really good memory of playing football here at Elsinore. Freshman year, just to start, every year there's awesome memories, no matter what. Football, just being with 50 guys every day, and you're all doing funny stuff that happens every day. But really good one was freshman year. during a game. It was our last game. We were playing Vista Del Lago, week 10. And back then, Max was number 6. He played center, and Steve was quarterback. And that was a pass play, and Steve drops back, and he's got nothing. He's scrambling around, and here comes Max. He's dying to play tight end. He was dying to get his hands on the ball and make a play. He goes swerving out like he's done blocking. He's like, you're the ball. He throws it to the center, and Max goes rumbling to like 20 yards. Dude gets laid out on the sideline, and he got called back for an illegal rain down field. Obviously, he got the ball to the center. And another one, he moved after our freshman bummer. He's a good kid. We always made fun of him for not having hands, and he was one of those white black kids. Like, he was really fun and easy to make fun of, and just you know. And we were practicing. I think it was week 10 again. It was our last practice together as a team, and yeah, night practice. We were under the lights on the main field, and they didn't want to use both sides, so they turned on like one side of the lights, just the 3 on like towards the street, and we did a orange. So that's, and then I threw it to Aaron downfield, and he's running down like this, and he's like, I got it, and then it pops right off his face, and everyone just gave him crap for the rest of the, like, until he moved. We threw the ball, yeah. So yeah, but as far as memory go, like, guys who have more years left ahead of them, make as many as you can, because that's what's gonna stick out to you. Winning games and stuff, and just having fun doing it, that's what's gonna stick out when you're older. And just as far as tonight, could be our last. I don't want it to be. Don't want it to be at all. We can't be the first team to not make CIF, and I don't even want to know how many years. So let's do it tonight.
I'm gonna bring up another memory of Aaron Roundtree. There's so many great ones. It was freshman year, and we were playing Paloma. And we ran, I believe it was Buckeye. It was Kentucky. So he ran, and he cut it up, and he got tackled. And I'm right there screaming. Everybody in the whole stands could hear, run outside, we're gonna next play, and you're gonna run it outside, the same play. He's yelling, we're gonna run the same play. So what do? We run the same play, and he runs it outside, and he scores a touchdown. I remember that. With Jacob, I was talking with my older brother a couple weeks ago, and he told me that, you know, football, you're gonna remember that, but he said more than the sport itself, you're gonna remember the people and the memories, because after high school, you won't see these people anymore. Like, you'll talk with a few, because he's in college, he's graduated, and he talks to a couple, but he doesn't see anybody. And that really hit me, because, I mean, all these people I'm looking at right now, I won't see you after I graduate. And it sucks, I know, but I mean, it just brings, you know, urgency. That's our goal. It brings urgency. I mean, we have one more regular season game left, and I thought I'd never say that in my life. I have one more regular season football game. I've been playing for 9 years, and it seems like just last year I was waking up Saturday morning, top corner. It's going by. I don't want that. I love it. I hope you get to life.
So guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but Paloma game, when we all had to wear the weird numbers, Stephen wore like, sophomore year for JV, Stephen wore like 96 something. Like, we all got to choose these different numbers because our jerseys didn't come in. And then Paloma and then Tobias scores in the end zone, steals it from me. But like, it's crazy to think that this is actually happening. Like Max said, I've been up and like seeing this for 2 other years. I was here as a sophomore. And like seeing the guys come up, kind of just say, oh, it goes fast, blah, and you kind of think about it, you're just like, so I got another year, I got 2 more years. But actually, like, me thinking that, it comes so much more fast than you realize. And you actually don't know that you'll see every guy in this room again. Like, last year, I don't think I've seen half that team again. They don't come back, it's crazy, but we'll probably never be in one room together ever again. If we don't win today, we probably won't. It's like an urgent that we win today.
I love you guys. I know you're thinking, oh, 2 more years, but I said the same thing. And it could be my last game, and I definitely don't want it to be. And I'd like like to keep playing, so we should win tonight. And I have a couple more memories from freshman year. It was, I don't know if you remember, but I think only our class knows him, but Paloma game again. It happened more than the Paloma game, but we had this guy named Bob Donnell. He walks up to us at halftime, and we're all like tired and we're like getting beat up, and he goes like this. He walks up and he goes, $5 bill. It is a $5 bill. He's had a $5 bill. He goes, who wants it? And he's a motivational speaker, and he just puts a $5 bill on the ground, and nobody does. Who wants it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? And it was just, everybody was just like, what are you talking about? It was the funniest thing, and like he had other good speeches too, though. And then another one is, I don't know, I don't remember his first name. It might have been Jeremiah Grinnell. One day after practice, we were getting dressed, and there was maybe a couple more kids in the room. I already left, but like I was like walking out, and I just heard this big ruckus, and I was like, I don't know what that is. The next day, I get to practice or to school, and I hear, yeah, we teamed Grinnell to the pit. Grinnell, yeah. Well, I guess a couple of the guys grabbed this kid and put him on the bench, and they got tape, and they taped him to the bench. It was just the funniest thing. And, like, I remember laughing about that. And also, I remember Jeff Engdahl played football. And he came out to practice late. I think it was late, and we were already doing our jumping jacks. And Coach Wilson, he walks out, and Coach Wilson goes, "Get off my field! Get off my field!" And he's like, "No, he's like, get off it." He slams it down and just walks off. And I was like, "Wow, it's just great." But yeah, memories are fun to have. Like, these are memories I'll have forever, and let's continue to make more. Love you guys.
Well, I'm not much of a speaker, but I just want to say I'm glad. I mean, I didn't play junior year, but I'm glad I came back and you guys accepted me back. And like, thank Coach Paul for letting me come back. And memories, I know you guys remember Lauren Rojas and Marcus. Some of you guys might know, but I hope we win tonight. And like,
yeah, wait a minute.
Coach Junior wrote those. Coach Junior wrote it.
Well, I remember when I remember freshman year we were just starting to get. I was starting to get to know the group because there was a lot of kids that already knew each other, and I was from Canyon Lake, and no one really knew me. But I was starting to get like a feel of like the family that like you guys had as like coming up, and then as seasons went on, we've gotten more and more closer and closer. And I remember sophomore year dressing up in varsity for kick return. Pretty funny. But so and I got my letter and I was all happy and woohoo. And all I remember was at the end of sophomore year just waiting for junior year, and then after junior year just waiting for this year, and now it's all coming to an end. And I was just waiting for football to happen, and then when football happened, and now it's just a memory that I have, and I remember it just like it was yesterday. And my advice is instead of waiting for next year to happen, just like make this year. Just think about this year, not next year, and not how good you guys are going to be next year or the year after that. Just think about this year and how fun it's been, and make every day as fun as you can, because it goes by fast, and you don't want it to be a waste. You want it to be fun.
here and trying to speak. I don't know. I came into high school, and a lot of you really don't know me personally and what I've been through, because that's something I never want to go through again. But I remember the first time I thought about ever playing football, and I talked to Ricky Alvarez and Edgar Sandoval, who was on my soccer team, my JV year, sophomore year, and that was the year that the Elsinore Tigers went to CIF finals. And I was at that game cheering them on, and I was talking to Edgar and Ricky, and I was asking them what it would be like to play football, and they were telling me all these. First thing they said was, "You make a family," and I didn't really understand because I played soccer my whole life, but I've never had a family like I've had this past 2 years. Soccer, I was, whatever. You don't really have a connection, you know. And then coming into football, and like last year, I can't believe I'm already up here again. I remember coming up here for the Temesco game, and I remember seeing these guys' names when we had senior night last year, and I'm already up here. I can't believe I'm a senior. Like Steven said, that I will never see you guys again, and I know that. You know, a lot of you know I enlisted in the Army, and when I was at boot camp, our drill sergeant always told us, you know, you're only as good as the brother next to you. If he doesn't have your back, you're gonna die. You don't have his back, he's gonna die. You know, I knew that before I left because I know all you guys hated me for the spring thing.
Oh yeah. Big boss.
No, we did it. You know, I don't want to say I did it because I was a part of it, but I love the family we have, and when I was at boot camp, I also took the first 63 days of my life, because it wasn't that the training was hard, I just missed my brothers. You know, the only thing I was waiting for was to come back to this football team, and that's no lie at all. So I know we're gonna go out here tonight, we're gonna just dominate Lakeside, because I hate them, passion, beaners over there. God, I'm walking down my street going to the bus. I'm driving, I'm out in my leather jacket, they're talking crap. Just wait, I'll kick the shit out of you. But there's one thing that everyone is always trying to make me do, and I've never done it, but I'll do it right now, and it's this. Oh,
I was already up, yeah, and I have another memory, and like everyone can, a lot of people can relate to this one. It was NAU. That trip was awesome. Riding in a little van with 9 other dudes. Sounds gay, but riding in the van with like 9 other dudes and Coach Hodges and Wilson, and we're just cracking jokes the whole way there. And the Kimbo Slice fight was on. And I guess that dude with the ear. And we were all in that restaurant, just all together as a team, like just sitting there watching the Kimbo fight, and it was just awesome. We were just spending time together, and then I think the next day we had that big long tournament thing, and then the way home, it was hot, and we were sitting in a gas station, and in your face, you know, you have the fat line, so it's still a little white and little creases. But this dude's face was just bright red, like, and everybody was just making fun of him, and it was bad. And then Brett Kyle remember this one. Brett and Coach Hodges got in a little wrestling match in the back of the van, and Brett got bloodied up a little bit. And that was just a couple more memories that football created for my life, and I'm gonna have forever.
I've known all you guys for so long, all you seniors, many of you. And in middle school, I remember it was our class versus your class. I was competing in sports, and I was like, man, one day we're gonna be in high school, we're all gonna be on one team, it's gonna be awesome. And now that time's almost over, so I just want to say that I'm gonna miss all you guys, and I've had an awesome time playing with you. And
still not over.
Still not over. No, we still got 5 games left, right? Yeah, 5 games. All right.
You're the same.
We got about 5 minutes.
Okay, I just love all you guys for one, and then Rep Talk, yes. But I remember this, it was just so funny last year. It was just out of nowhere. Big Ron and his brother Tony came, and we were running, and Ron runs like 4, and then he's on the ground just like a beached whale. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then we were all laughing. Good times, good times. No, but we need to play this game for each other. Simple as that. So we can still remember together. I love you guys. Yeah.
You guys know I don't talk that much. I'm kind of quiet, but like I came in this program 2 years ago. I want to thank Coach Pete for letting me come in because I'm like, you know. And so I also want to thank all you guys too, because it's like you come in, everyone's already got like their friendships and like, you know, they're all together, and then I come in and I want to thank you guys for accepting me in a team and stuff. That was like really cool because I wanted to play football all 4 years, but I don't know why I didn't do it the first 2 years. Stupid mistake on my part. But like, and as I was watching all this come up and it's being filmed, it's like, you know, we're gonna look back on this DVD, you know, whatever, 20, 30, you know, like laughing our butts off, like at all the memories, you know, Luis, just that's gonna be awesome. Kids and stuff like that, like, oh, that kid was amazing. That, I mean, it's just cool, all the stuff that we can like, you know, tell each other and all the memories we had. I thought it was really cool. So let's go out there and do what we do.
I just got a little memory for one of the newer guys on our team, not new, but came to us last season. And I remember just being on the team, and we weren't the most colored team. David Williams comes into our school and giving a little hard time for being what he is. And I just don't know what had to be going through his head, because he was just like, what the hell did I get myself into? I'm surrounded by a group full of white boys. It's talking like that. But I just wanted to come up here and say to all you seniors that I love playing with you guys, I love being with you guys, I love spending how much time I spend with you guys, and I love you guys. It's kick ass. He made it sound like I did. I think I did pretty good. David helped me. The second time it happened, David ran away. But I have like a little thing that you guys probably don't know about. I think it was Nico I was talking to. It was like last year during practice. It had rained. It's like in the middle of the field. There's huge mud. Like, you know, like right before we go out there and clap it up and stuff. I was like, damn, that sucks. Whoever's gonna fall. And then I think I was trying to cheat on, like, I was playing scout gear. I think I was trying to cheat on, like, him. I just wanted to and I was like, alright, cool. And then, like, I thought to myself, I was like, alright, cool, it's Hammer Buck, you know. And I had come up, so you do the little
cut off them, you know, and hit them. Well, then I don't know who it was, but decided to run past me. It's like crap, so I turned around and took off running, and I fell face first through the mud. Straight like Superman, like there's lines where my hands were. And I was just like covered in mud, and then like I just remember going up to Nico or something. Yeah, it was me. I don't know, this is one of those memories. I didn't get my ass beat.
Better keep it clear.
All right, well, I came from a different place. Like before I came here, met Nico, Bud, Max, D, all y'all, Lyndon, Billy, a bunch of y'all. I don't feel like naming all y'all really, but when I came here, like I felt like I wasn't gonna fit in or wasn't gonna accept me because where I came from and the background I came from. But then when I got here and I started to get to know all y'all, it's like everybody just like me. Like we all in. We're not like perfect, but when we play as a team, we perfect. We lose, we get mad, but then the next day we still like, oh yeah, we did a good job and stuff. And the next day we come harder and harder. And like I'm old school, like we never did do that. We always did great art all the time. So if you didn't do good, you get picked on and stuff like that. But then when I got here and I did bad, it's like Bub or somebody like, oh, you did a good job, just forget about it. And Max and some John, Nico and all y'all, they always pick me up. And like, I was just happy that I came here and like met a family as my football team, because my junior year I didn't play because I dislocated my knee, and I was like, damn, I only got one more year to play and I can't. So then I got here and then y'all just welcomed me as a family, so I thank y'all for doing that.
You guys know me, I'm not much of a talker. I never say a word. I'm probably like the one person that you guys never ever hear talking, but I mean, this is gonna be like, this is like, out of all 4 years, this is the first year I actually connected as a team. And I don't know, I'm gonna really miss you guys. Like, I'm gonna miss playing football with you guys. Being all emotional. Just got out of 2 periods of crying. Here comes another one. But I mean, I don't know, I don't want to leave you guys. I don't know, this is like my family. Sorry.
Like, exactly what Corbin's like, I get emotional too, I just don't want to be like that. I love all you guys, like most of you guys, I've known all 4 years, and a lot of you guys 3 years. I love all of you, and like bring back a memory from freshman year. I don't know what game it was, I don't even care. We were watching film with Coach Wilson, and it was Aaron Roundtree again. He was running, he was gonna score, and he's running down the sideline, and the ref comes up from behind him, and he's running. And Coach Wilson's like, Roundtree, is a referee actually keeping up with you? Are you not faster than the referee? I don't know, that was just really funny. And then bring up another memory, even though it's kind of bad. Our first game, Fallbrook, we got demolished. Don't even want to say the score. We were getting on the bus, and Darius Black and Jamal Gray, and there's girls walking by. They yell out the window like, I don't even know what it said. And Wilson comes in the bus, sit your asses down! Whoever said that, we're going to do 100 up downs until someone... until someone admits that they did this. So then we're at practice, whatever, on Monday after. We get done 50 up downs. Finally, Darius comes up to coach, said I did it. So we're going, and he does up downs for us to practice, and I don't know what happened to him. He just fell off the radar after that year. And then another memory, sitting watching film again, and it was Ricky's brother.
Victor.
We were sitting in here, and he starts laughing, and Wilson's like, Morales, are you laughing? You think you're a funny guy? It's... I'm just gonna miss all you guys. And
Alright, one more quick memory. We were sitting in this room, at freshman year, and Coach Flores was gone to New York. And so, he was coming back that day or whatever, and Wilson's up here drawing plays, and Coach Flores always yelled, DNS! DNS! And he always meant draw on screen. So instead of pass rushing, you drop back to the draw on screen. You know, he like yelled at the most random time. What do you mean? So next time he yells, DNS, what do you say? And somebody else, and Max says, shut up. Or he's like, flip him off. And like not even 5 minutes later, Coach Suarez walks in, somebody yells, DNS, DNS.
Rainy day. It must have rained that all day. And we got out to practice, and we're doing a punt. And Coach Wilson, he's badass all the time. He's out there. He's got regular shoes on, and he's in like the grass. The ground is just soaked. And he goes to punt a ball, and he just slips and falls right on his back. And it was the funniest thing because not only did he fall on his back, but I'm pretty sure he hit his knee and everything. That was pretty funny. And I think in 2006, I remember I turned around and Wilson was laying on the ground, and I guess we were doing, I don't know, skeleton or something. And I don't remember, Turtle threw the ball back, and it flew, and Wilson wasn't paying attention, and the ball came to hit him right in the ball. 20 minutes he was on the ground. He was out for a while. It was funny.
All right, man, some good stuff. And as many of you said, this won't be the last. We're going to play great football tonight. We're going to go to the playoffs, and we're going to shock the world. 1978, 30 years ago, I've already told you about, third place team, went all the way to the CAF finals, lost a tough game there. It can be done. And regardless of where you finish in the league, getting into the tournament, into the playoffs is what counts. And then what you do there will change the way you look at this entire year. But it starts tonight with a win over a crosstown rival, which makes it even sweeter. You know, the Temescal Canyon game, it's preseason. It doesn't count for playoffs. It doesn't make a difference. It's just for the pride of it. And but now this one is going to be all of that, plus it means something. It means something for them. It means something for us. And tonight is what some of those great memories that you've talked about will be about. It'll be about a night like tonight. Let's have a great one. Let's go.
Yeah. Show how bad Lester
Lester had no room in the car, so
it was 3-man, but you might
the only person you really hear is like, Ziggy was the one kid from below. He was like, oh, don't run over here.
He's still going.
Right here. This is Knockout King here with David Williams and Terrell Turner. We're live action. We're going to see who gets knocked out in the first round. That's all. One round knockout. David said 1 round. If I say, oh, that's amazing. I want you right now.
Are you ready? Release.
Your goal to go to college to play college football. Favorite football team.
Take a knee, take.
National City Championship. Escorted by Mom, Sandra Hurd, Bethany Tim C. and Your goal, successful. Under the lights up right now. Logan and Hurd and Mike and lastly, all of the leaders that ever told me I can. Escorted by Dad, Ken Jackson, Texas Coach Hodges, and also my dad, Alex, and my mom, Robin. Special thanks to my kicking coach, Joe Morales, for all the coaching and support. Number 13, Matt Johnson. Academic honors, being all academics and past 3 years, and getting an A. Future goals to play college football and walk in the way to live my heart. Take over. Kyle Wienerman, Adam Jeff, special thanks to all the coaches. For 17, David Williams. academic honors, never being eligible. Future goal, go to college, and play football or run track. Favorite football memory. First interception and the Odom. Special thanks to all the coaches for all their support and help with everything. Number 20, Cody Norris. Special thanks to my mom and friends who have been there for me through everything. I love you guys. Number 22, Caleb Rising. Academic honors. Number 24, Stephen Schatzer. Academic honors, top 25 freshman, sophomore, junior year. Student of the month, 4.0. Issued by parents Ray and Melanie Schatzer and Grandpa Schatzer. A special thanks to my family, Domina, Paul Joyce, Dad and the guys, and Jeff Johnson. Number 25, Brett Kyle. Number 26, Nico Cola. Academic honors, AP leadership. Future goal, graduate college and become a firefighter. Favorite football memory, scoring touchdowns against Loma last season. Keep it historic. Future goals are to go to college. Favorite football memory, scoring the first touchdown in the Temescal game. Anthony Luster. Academic honors, students of the month in the off-season, and I currently have a 3.4 GPA. His future goal, finish high school, and then go color 54, Corbin Opowski. His future goal, to graduate college. Yeah, Corbin! I want to become and to their hands. Special thanks to the coaching staff, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Lyman, my family, friends, and everyone else I know. Family. Number 59, Edgar Sandoval. Future goals are to go to school. Favorite memory, going to the CI championship. Future goals, finish high school and go to college. His favorite football memory is beating Smith, winning constant quiz, beating both Temescal and Lakeside. Future goals are to go to college. Favorite football memory, beating Temescal this year. Supported by my great dad, beautiful academic honors, top 25 of class, freshman, sophomore, and junior year. National Honor Society and Student of the Month for November of 2008.
I don't want up front.
His future goals are to go to college. Favorite football memory is beating Temescal, freshman, sophomore. Number 78, Jared Ramon. His future goals, go to college and build a family. Favorite football memory, first academic honors, top 25 of class, sophomore and junior year. All four in U.S. history. His future goals.
Let's go! Get it! Go over there, that's close. You want to go first?
Now you gotta run.
500.
Let's go, dude! Come on, dude!
Flag on the play.
Back up here, please. Back up behind those numbers.
By the offense, they'll back them up 5 yards. Finish. Ball is spotted on the 3. Incomplete. We do have a flag of the play. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic first down, ball is spotted on the left 45-yard line. Pass incomplete. Behind the line of scrimmage, covered by the Tigers.
Try to get like individual. Yeah. Williams or like. This now, but.
Kurt, get off him. They don't run him. There you go, there you go.
I saw it, but I thought it was going to be a deep pass.
Go, John. Little boy,
there goes 28, Jonathan Harrison.
Wildcat, Rocket 5. Let's get the 10 tailbacks and get out front. of it, okay? You need to lock on the perimeter. Is there somebody locked down on his wing? Is there someone up on the wing? Is him on you? Okay, so you're down and you're around. I mean, communicate to him if they change that.
Up the middle for 9. 26, Nico with hold on that.
Get them there,
28, Jonathan Harrison.
touchdown.
Don't forget to down. Let's cancel the $500 gift card. Again, for Tiger, touchdown.
He just like step on.
Team to return. Great time by number
Hey, don't let up! Don't let up!
Hey, one leg right back in. It's not over yet.
Got finished.
Hey, move the ball back, bro.
Hey, Lyman, keep doing your job.
Fucking mouth.
Step up.
Fuck these guys. Ten smash is good against the short yardage. Let's take away the power and the top rest where everything's outside the beat. We'll go 40 smash. Everything's back to 10, so now we got our whip. We can adjust better when we get into the over. After we get that, hit the front over, we'll get the extra backer. We want to get we're able to do that power, and he's just cutting it back. Right?
Now we're in this. Have not run any double legal over 33. Now we do the technique. Okay, tight end. Okay, then is he up or down?
He's up.
We know Arkansas, but we don't have that. Right here, they're giving us this, and that guy, if he's outside the tight end, then when we go to Ohio Buckeye, it looks like that. If he's in a 9 technique, he's right in the corner. Then as we step play side, come back here, this player's looking for that, this play right there. That's on the Ohio Buckeye. On a Penn Lion, all we think we're doing different is we're gonna stay solid on that, one-on-one, solid on that with the double team, that bubble there. Okay, you got to run inside it, downside it. All right, so we're gonna do that with the Ohio Buckeye Penn Lion, that's Wildcat. We can run inside right here with that thing. So back on that, slam it, and then you guys are gone. We'll reach it back inside it, back to the backer, and now we're on the corner, and we're on the edge there pretty quick. Okay, so, third group, any questions in? Let's not get up quick enough, okay? You're gonna bring the heat. You know we gotta go to our run track. And then we're going. Yeah, we're gonna come back with the shortest.
Is it not recording? It's recording.
I need my ankle stands. Captain, go.
You guys are kick ass. What you?
Go, boys, strap it up, strap it up.
Let's go.
Good to see you back.
Thank you.
That will ensure a trip to the playoffs for the Tigers next week. Please drive home safely.
They stopped recording over there. I need to get alma mater.
CIF, baby.
Oh my God! Victory! Hey, get over here! Go speed! Go speed! Hurry up! Oh!
You guys fought hard for this and tried to do this. It wasn't easy. You guys worked hard to get it. And now, as I've said all year, that we're just about to do something great.